Hi, this is Suchi, and in our previous video, we have started talking about functions in Python. Now, today, let me discuss one particular topic, which is arguments of the functions. There are basically two types which are most commonly used. One is keyword argument and another is positional argument. So in our previous video, whatever we have seen, those were called as positional argument. So let me just show you how we can pass positional argument and how we can pass keyword argument. So let me define one function. So this function is to find difference between two numbers. And now let me define this function. Let's say get difference, find difference. Well, while we are passing number 1 and number 2. So this is our function and we are calling this. It will return. Let us also print so it will print our number 1 and number 2. Let us add one new line as well. And after that, it will return the difference. Number 1 minus number 2. So this is our function. If I run this cell, it has been defined now. So here, let us understand when it will be positional argument. So for the same function, when we will be calling this function, what we need to pass? The first number, let's say we are having two variables, n1 and n2. And now, if we pass n1, n2, what will happen? As we have passed n1 at the first place, so it will become number 1. And as we have passed n2 in the second place, second position, it will become number 2. So if we get the result here, and the same thing we will do in the opposite order and get the result in result 2, where we pass n2 first and then we pass n1. So what will happen in this scenario? So if we reverse this order, then what will happen is we will see different results. So let us just have it in a separate cell so that we will understand it better. And we can print the res1 also. Here, we'll print the result. Now let me run this cell. So as you can see, what we expected was, as we are passing n1 in the first position and n2 in the second position, it is considering n1 as num1 and n2 as num2. And hence we are getting the result now n1 minus n2, which is 60 minus 40, 20. Now, if we look into the second case, what is happening here is n2 is passed in the first position and n1 is passed in the second position. That is why it is considering n2 as number 1 and n1 as num2. And hence the result is minus 20, which is n2 minus n1. So we can see here So positions of the arguments are important. That is why this is positional argument. So when we are calling the function, where we are passing the arguments based on the order of the function parameters, then it will be positional argument. Now, can we change this order? So if we use our common sense, what is there? If we change the order and if we are not indicating somehow that which value should go to which parameter, then the function is not able to understand how it can handle it. So if we do not mention anything, it will definitely consider as positional argument. But if we need to pass it in different orders, in that case, what we can do is we can use the keyword argument. So in this case, we have to use the keyword argument. So let us do that. So how to do that? Function definition is same, but what we need to do is we have to specify for which parameter we are sending which value. So even if we want to rearrange this parameter position, what we can do, whatever parameter name is defined here while we are defining the function, we can just specify that parameter name like num2 equal, let's say n1, and num1 equal n2. Now we can say num2 equal n2, num1 equal n1. So even if the order is different, what we will get? We will get the expected result. So let us just print it here. So as you can see, even if we are passing n2 first and n1 second, as we have mentioned for which parameter we are assigning this value, it is working perfectly. And here also we can have it in the correct order as well. So this order doesn't matter while we are passing it as a keyword argument, where we are mentioning for which parameter we are assigning this value. So this is the way to assign keyword argument. Now, as we have already seen that we can pass variable number of arguments while we are passing this positional arguments, we have seen this syntax to pass variable number of arguments. Now, how can we pass variable number of keyword argument? So here if we see, let us just copy this, same thing. So if we want to pass variable number of keyword arguments, just instead of single star, we just need to use 2 stars. So how? Let us just show you. Let me just show you. So here we will say nums and we will add 2 asterisks here. So when we use 2 asterisks, the parameter will be considered as variable keyword arguments, and if we print this num, it will become a dictionary. So let me just print nums, and even let me print the type of nums. So this is it. If we print this and then let me remove this. So this is a dummy function where we just need to check. Okay, let me just run this. And now let us call this function one with keyword arguments syntax. And let me pass like this. So we can pass as many as we want. And then if we just run this, you can see the type of nums is nothing but a dictionary. And if we look into the value, that is this one. It is considering the entire thing as a dictionary. So it is becoming a dictionary. So we can easily pass variable number of keyword arguments. It will take it as dictionary. Now, another important thing that I want to talk about is docstring. What is docstring? Docstring is nothing but used for documentation purpose. So documentation, while we are defining a function, it might be happening that we are working as a part of a big project or some sharing environment. So in that case, your function might be used by some other programmer also. So it is possible that even after few months, you yourself forget the function. So what the function does, what are the parameters to be passed, and what it will return, all these important informations you might forget. So if it is a simple function, we can just have a single line docstring. That is the need of documentation. The documentation will remind us or will tell us what the function does. And in some cases, we can also have all these details, like what are the parameters to be given in, and what is the return type we will get. The summary of the function, how we can define a docstring. We can use just after the function name, just after this def statement, we have to add docstring. So docstring can be under 3 single quotes. And here we can add the function summary. So here we can write so here we can write this function finds the difference between two numbers. This is one single line docstring. So we are using 3 single quotes here. Now this is the function defined. So how we can access the docstring? It's pretty simple. If we use the function name and we use a dot and we use underscore doc and then double underscore. So if we use this, there are 2 underscores here and there are 2 underscores here as well. This is the syntax to access the docstring. And if we run this, we can see the docstring here. Also, there is another method in Python, which is help. So if we use this help method, we can see the documentation of any function so that we can understand what is the function all about, what are the parameters to be passed, and all the details. So if we check with help also, we can see the docstring. So if we run this, we can see this is the function signature and this is the docstring. Both are appearing here. So this is the importance of docstring. If we add proper docstring here, that will be appearing in help as well as in the underscore doc underscore method. So if we do one thing here, we can also declare the docstring with triple double quotes. So instead of writing this, we can also have triple double quotes here. This will be similar. So if we run this, you can see there is no change. Everything is working similarly. So we can have triple double quotes or we can have triple single quotes to declare docstring. Now, we can also have multi-line docstring. How? As you already know that if we use triple double quote or triple single quote, we can split it in multiple lines. So we can have this simply like this. So generally the way we do is we define the summary in the first line, and then we can have few more details. So we can also have the parameters defined here. For example, here we can say num1, what is the data type of this parameter, we can also assign. Also specify. And then we can also specify that what is the purpose of this parameter. And we can also define the return type. So this is how we can have an entire descriptive doc string. And if you see, the doc will return the entire thing. We can print it and we can see it well formatted doc string here. And also with help, we can see the entire doc string over here. So this is how we can have doc string inside a function. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep learning, keep implementing.